Okay, first and foremost, the process of going through religion or religiosity uh, can provide individuals with some intangible benefits which I don't believe that one can get any other way. Number two, did God create the universe? I neither know nor care. At all. I just don't care. Do I define God as being a creative being? No. I give God that title because it sounds impressive. He probably has not created the universe. I don't really know nor give a shit at all. Do I believe in hell? No. Do I think God punishes me when I do something wrong? No. I think my own guilt punishes me like crazy when I do something wrong. And also I can put myself in a mental hell world. But I can get out of that, funnily enough, with the right quantity and quality of religious activity. My personal strange experiences, which are numerous and varied, over the past, I would say, 30-something years, demonstrate to me in a manner which is difficult to explain. I can't properly prove it, and from your point of view would just be seen as being hearsay or speculation, but I'm sorry, but all I can do is tell you what I think as a result of these strange experiences. That there is forms of consciousness everywhere. When I was a kid in school, we had a hymn, and it said something like, "I will live in you if you live in me, for I am the Lord of the dance," says he, or something like that. But if there is consciousness inside me right now, and there is consciousness outside of me right now, and doing all this weird heebie-jeebie religious activity stuff in which you bless yourself out with all this prayer and meditation and chakra opening exercises and the rest of it, helps you to get there to the point whereby you can interact with it, then there's a justification for religious activity. The other justification for religious activity is it could chill you out, make you calmer, just make you just calmer, more able to deal with life. Fine. So that's a big justification to do religious stuff, even if you don't properly or fully believe in God. Do I think atheism is true and correct? My personal experiences say no. It's not true and correct. Religious activity, when you do enough of it and of the right type, including mantra, including prayer, all the rest of it, can give you strange experiences, which leads you to accept the idea or the hypothesis that there is consciousness everywhere. And therefore we have a responsibility to learn more about how to become more, in inverted commas, moral, because we are part of the massive international global collective. We got to do something good that's right for ourselves up here, as it were, spiritually, namely psychologically, emotionally, and all the rest of it, so that we don't end up creating more problems one way or another. Even if you don't properly believe in God, you must believe in some kind of international global interconnectivity, especially these days with the internet. So if you work upon yourself, then essentially less likely you're going to have an outburst, which means you're going to create some problems. Okay? So to me, God is not the creator of the universe. God will not punish me if I choose to not believe in him, because I don't think he necessarily gives a shit. I would say that, there's universal consciousness. It's absolutely everywhere, or at least seems to be. Within the universal consciousness, there's different types or orders of thought, maybe, or different types or orders of beings. And maybe these are the angels, archangels, saints, gods, goddesses, and lesser spirits. And are the lesser spirits necessarily evil? Not necessarily. They may have the same kind of function as insects do in an ecosystem. They recycle garbage and try and turn it into something which is useful by the whole system, or usable by the whole system. And there probably isn't a single spirit out there who will always do as you tell them, which is a bugger. But on the other hand, probably a good thing as well. That's what I think. If I have a God, it is consciousness. It is consciousness which is everywhere, and occasionally strange stuff happens. I mean, it doesn't always happen, but there's lots of justifications for you to invent or create a higher power concept and live your life as if this higher power concept was real. You don't have to get too serious about it, but you can still do it, and you will probably get a great sense of mental clarity and a state of relief. And so that's where I stand at the moment. All religions are the same, in the fact that they're all basically the same religion, all of them. Whether they're pagan or Islamic or Christian or Jewish or Hindu or Sikh or Buddhist or Taoist or Taoist, they're all the same thing. It's just one big way of somehow dealing with and trying to understand the global consciousness. Global, universal, total energy field type thing. And also to try and understand other stuff. And it's using what could possibly or arguably be fiction for the purposes of assisting people in appreciating and learning how to interact with this universal consciousness thing. Anyway, that's the way I see it. Look after yourself. God bless. Nick Dodge signing out.